Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law could see changes in the upcoming legislative session. Senator Rob Bradley is proposing a bill that would revise the existing law. ABC 7's Kate Flexter is here to explain.
Thanks, Adam. This bill would shift the burden of proof from the person who pulls the trigger to the prosecution. But that proposal is as controversial as the law itself.
I don't ever believe in backing down from a good fight or running from it. If you're in trouble and you have the right to defend yourself and the means to do so, then I think you should be able to do that.
It's the basis for Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law, allowing use of deadly force in defense of your life or property in certain situations. Right now, the law requires the person who pulls that trigger to prove the need for self-defense. And Francis Missantone, owner of the Bullet Hole Gun Shop, says he's seen that work against the defendant in the past.
I've seen an awful lot of cases go the wrong way, that everybody's easily locked up or convicted of something when they really didn't do anything.
But Jacksonville-based Senator Rob Bradley is proposing a change that would shift that burden of proof instead to the prosecutors, many of whom say it could make it harder for them to try cases.
The government then would have to almost do another trial before the trial. They would have to go out and get that proof.
Carol Rosigno of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence says the Stand Your Ground law takes the power out of the hands of the justice system and into the hands of an individual.
Stand Your Ground is Wild West. It's the OK Corral.
Rosigno points to a recent study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, which found that homicides in Florida increased 24% since the Stand Your Ground law passed in 2005, and firearm-related killings increased 32%. Her concern is that could increase even more if this bill passes.
If they don't have to prove that they were in fear for their life or fear for their family's life, what are they proving?
Missantone admits it's a right that can be abused, but says it's one that all people should have.
But I think that everybody on this earth, if you're born and you're alive, you have the right to defend yourself against an attack.
This is the second time Bradley has sponsored this piece of legislation, and he hopes, of course, this time it will pass. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Kate. A mobile home park in Manatee County was evacuated this morning while law enforcement investigated a grenade found in the oven of one of the homes. It happened in the K&K Mobile Home Park along 14th Street West around 10 o'clock this morning. While watching the home for a friend, a woman told Manatee sheriffs she found a grenade duct taped to a package on the side of the oven with the gas leaking throughout the house. Sheriffs evacuated that and surrounding trailers and would not let people into the park for hours. Investigators later determined the flammable substance nitrocellulose was what was attached to the grenade. The trailer's owner, who was on vacation with his son in Texas, was notified and cooperative with law enforcement over the phone. The Criminal Investigation Division has been notified and will be looking into the incident. Another housing area in Florida was also evacuated. That's after a large sinkhole opened up on Friday at a gated community near Florida's Walt Disney World. Deputies determined that the area was not safe and ordered evacuations. More than 30 residents of Bahama Bay had to leave their homes. The hole is about 30 feet wide and 20 feet deep. If you're looking to adopt a new pet, this weekend could be the perfect time. Manatee County Animal Services is offering a deal for the next 2 weekends where all adoption fees will be waived. That includes fees for spays and neuters, microchipping, and a rabies certificate. Now, there still is a $15 fee for a license. There are over 100 dogs and 100 cats who are looking for a good home.
The spirit of the season, and that, I think families, when they have a pet, it enriches everyone's life, but we want to make sure these animals go to good homes and that people understand their responsibility.
That cut in cost for your new best friend will run all weekend and next weekend as well. New data from Florida Fish and Wildlife shows a record number of manatees died this year in state waters. 98 manatees were died by boat strikes between January 1st and December 2nd. The good news is that the overall number of the beloved mammal increased this year, but more than 6,000 endangered manatees are here in Florida. Today we spoke with specialists at Mote Marine Laboratories on what you can do to prevent unnecessary manatee deaths.
Obeying those slow speed zones, those are put in place because those are areas we know manatees frequent. The other really simple things are just really keep being vigilant on the water, keeping your eyes on the water. Simple things like polarized sunglasses will allow you to see through that glare much easier and be more alert to the animals that are sharing the waterway with us.
Lovewell also advises that if you think you have hit a manatee or another animal, to give them a call. You won't get in trouble, and it will get the animal the help it needs faster. Well, it's beginning to feel a lot like winter. Let's head over to Wendy Ross for a first check on our weather today. Wendy?
Oh, but it is so short-lived, Adam, unfortunately, because those of us who were looking forward to the cold, we got it this morning, but it didn't last very long. This has been a beautiful day, though, and as you can see, right now we're looking at fair skies outside. We've had the cold front move on through. There are some rain showers down over the southern part of the state, but our area is absolutely beautiful. From central Florida on northward, we have nothing but clear skies. Boy, it is a totally different picture in other parts of the country, so we're very glad to be here. Our temperature right now, 68 degrees, fair skies. Our dew points and humidity levels are moderate. The winds are coming in out of the east at around 10 miles per hour, and we'll let you know what the rest of this weekend is shaping up to be. That's coming up in just a few minutes, Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. In the spotlight, performers of the Sarasota Ballet are reaching new heights, but backstage, the limelight could be fading. According to the Sarasota Herald Tribune, 8 staffers have left the organization's small staff since February. They were either terminated or having resigned. The high turnover rate comes with new leadership. The paper says Joseph Volpe, the ballet's executive director, got his new job in February after managing director Mary Ann Servian was terminated. A previous board member of the Sarasota Ballet, Volpe was once general manager of the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Still to come here on ABC 7, President-elect Donald Trump in the spotlight once again, fielding questions about claims that Russia interfered in the U.S. election. This and more when we return.
It's been an emotional time politically and socially this year.
But during a season when hearts are a little more open to love, we want to talk about good things to believe in.
We believe in compassion and caring.
We believe diversity makes our community stronger.
We believe we can all weather the storm by sticking together.
We believe in finding the facts before taking a stance.
We hope you believe too.
Happy holidays from ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC 7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC 7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC 7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC 7. Just search ABC 7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC 7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com. Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
It could work anywhere, and you just need to be able to have those partnerships.
A collaboration to combat human trafficking. Find out how Sarasota Police, Sail of Freedom, and the state's attorney's office are working together to help victims and bring traffickers to justice. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll hear firsthand stories of success in this courageous battle.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC 7, your Suncoast News on Fire TV. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC 7, your Suncoast News on the go.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
As Donald Trump takes in a football game this weekend, new reports about Russian hackers and the U.S. election. How much influence did they have? ABC's Mary Bruce reports from Washington.
Prime seating for the president-elect. Donald Trump taking a break from the transition to take in the Army-Navy game in Baltimore Saturday. But before he got to the game, Trump hit Twitter, lashing out at concerns that while in the White House, he will stay on as an executive producer of the NBC show The Apprentice. The Trump team today is fighting back against a new Washington Post article that a secret CIA report found Russia interfered in the U.S. election to help Trump win. Individuals connected to the Russian government reportedly provided WikiLeaks with hacked emails as part of a wider Russian operation to boost Trump and hurt Clinton's chances. Trump's transition team was quick to respond, questioning the credibility of the CIA, saying these are the same people that said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction.
U.S. intelligence agencies believe the Russians are behind that leak. Why don't you believe it?
I don't know if they're behind it, and I think it's public relations, frankly.
Trump has repeatedly shrugged off conclusions from intelligence agencies that Russia was behind the DNC hacking. Now the New York Times is reporting intelligence agencies found Russia also hacked the RNC, but did not release whatever information they gleaned from the Republican networks.
The intelligence is wrong because they're writing that the conclusion that they came to was based in part on the RNC was hacked. It wasn't hacked.
He's basically attacking the CIA in order to defend Vladimir Putin. For a sitting president-elect to attack a U.S. agency to defend Russia is quite an amazing situation.
Mary Bruce, ABC News, Washington.
The White House had no comment, but President Obama has ordered a full review of the hacking and wants a report before he leaves office next month. Water officials threatened to cancel their lease with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service over a complaint of management. Officials claiming that the federal agency is doing a lousy job controlling certain non-native plants that are taking over the Everglades. Supporters of the refuge say the threat is more about politics than anything else, and that officials just want more control over water quality standards. In an update to Samsung's recall of the Galaxy Note 7 phone, Samsung is taking a radical new step to making sure that their recall is upheld and customers getting rid of their phones. A software update that will make the remaining Note 7 phones inoperable. The update has already been agreed to by 3 of the country's biggest wireless providers. Shortly after the company's newest device launched in late summer, reports emerged of the devices smoking and bursting into flames, setting off fires in customers' pockets, homes, and cars.
This is Samsung's last-ditch effort to get these phones out of people's hands.
93% of all recalled Note 7s sold in the U.S. have been returned, but according to Samsung, U.S. customers are hanging on to more than 130,000 of those phones. And in a follow-up to a warehouse fire in California last week, tributes are still pouring in for the 36 victims of the Oakland warehouse fire. The final 5 victims' names were released on Friday. They include Joey Cassio, a popular DJ who was set to perform on the night of the fatal fire. Community members and artists gathered for a walking vigil Friday at the Fruitvale Public Market. City Councilman Noel Gallo was there. He says the tragedy highlights a major housing problem in Oakland and other nearby cities.
Not just the artist community is living in a challenging time with housing needs, but you have a large immigrant community. You have a large poor community in Oakland that is looking for space to live.
Officials still don't know what sparked the fire. There were speculations that it could have been a refrigerator, but now that's been ruled out. The Venice Challenger baseball team and the Venice Police Department teamed up to donate over 100 new bicycles and helmets to children in need. Just in time for the holidays, the children gathered this afternoon at Epiphany Cathedral in Venice to enjoy lunch with Santa. Santa then gave out the shiny new bikes and to each boy and girl, giving them a proper helmet fitting.
Having people like giving away free stuff. Some parents don't have enough money to buy stuff, and it's thankful to have stuff.
Donations were also expected to come from the event going towards the Venice Challenger baseball team. The Renaissance School of Art hosted a quick draw today with over 20 artists creating their favorite landscape in just under 3 hours. The annual event, Sail with a Brush, is a fundraising event to benefit the Sarasota Sailing Squadron. Free to families and art lovers. After the time limit was up, the crafted pieces were then judged.
To win something, you know, all of us work so hard, and once in a while you hit it, but you don't hit it every time. But when you do, it's a sweet thing, so I'm grateful.
Awards given to the top 3 contestants. The pieces were then sold to the public. What do you think, Wendy? Could you do that in under 3 hours?
Oh, yeah. It would take me a minute. Literally a minute.
Quick.
I can do a stick figure that fast.
Well, you heard it here. Sign her up for next year. Especially if the weather is the way it was today, right?
My goodness. I'll tell you what, it was absolutely beautiful outside. Now, you know Bob Harrigan is our chief meteorologist here, and I just have to tell you, he is also a wedding officiant.
Yeah.
And he was out at the beach today to perform the most beautiful ceremony. He did a fabulous job.
That's right, for our director, Dave Levy.
Oh, my gosh, Dave
Congratulations.
Levy and Roxanne, congratulations. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day to have a wedding, to be outdoors, to be at the beach, to be in your garden. It was gorgeous. A high temperature of 75 degrees, the overnight low 50 degrees, so it was a very chilly start to the day. But this is where we're supposed to be this time of the year, 55 and 74, but we only got to 75 today, and it is just going to start to get warmer over the next couple of days. It's 68 degrees right now. We have fair skies out there. Dew point humidity levels are moderate. Winds are out of the east at around 10 miles per hour, and it's that easterly component. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Those easterly winds help to keep those temperatures up, and that's what's going to happen over the next couple of days. Now, around the state, we've already had the cold front move on through, so you can see the coldest weather is here across the Panhandle, and then down through the northern sections of Florida, around Gainesville, across that line. That's where things start to warm up from that point southward. So we're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s to our south. All around the region right now, we have temperatures very close to 70 degrees right at the beaches, but as soon as you move inland, we've got our temperatures back down into the mid-60s. So over the next couple of days, we're looking at mostly sunny conditions. So it's going to be another beautiful day tomorrow. If you didn't get those outdoor things done, you'll be able to do it tomorrow. We've got mild temperatures on the way, and the rain is going to stay away for several more days, so it's going to be fairly dry. That cold front has already pushed on through the state. We are left with fair skies across northern and central Florida, just a few showers down to the south, but it is nasty weather across parts of the northern plain states where winter has really taken hold. We've got snow moving across the northern plains into the Great Lakes area. But it's all bottled up here across the northern part of the country, and it's all coming in as a result of a cold front and a cold Arctic blast of air across the northern parts of the nation. High pressure will help to bring in some of that colder air across the south and east, but it's not going to make it here. We're going to be seeing mild conditions across the state of Florida, and we're not expecting to see a whole lot in the form of rainfall. These are the temperatures around the country right now. You can see where that cold blast is, but across the southern part of the country, temperatures are certainly much more moderate. And if you're heading off to the beach tomorrow, winds will be coming in out of the east early in the day at 15 knots, then dropping down to 10 knots during the latter part of the day. Temperature reading will be about 77 degrees at the beach. It's just going to be gorgeous once again. Tonight it's going to be warmer than last night by about 10 degrees. It's going to be 60 degrees tonight rather than the 50 we experienced this morning. Mostly sunny conditions for tomorrow. A temperature high of 78 degrees, and over the next several days we keep those temperatures above normal and no rain in the forecast. Adam?
Now, sports.
Well, for the first time since the Eastern Conference Finals back in May, the Tampa Bay Lightning face reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, at home, and the two teams could not be having more opposite seasons. The Penguins are the second best scoring team in hockey, notching 24 goals in just their last 4 games, all wins. The Lightning have only won 1 of their last 7 while battling a myriad of injuries along the way. Forward Ryan Callahan remains one of those out tonight with a lower body injury. The puck dropped just a few minutes away at 7 o'clock. Well, one of America's oldest football rivalries, the Army-Navy game, wrapping up in Baltimore this evening. Go Army, beat Navy has been a rally cry, but not a reality for the Black Knights in 14 years. Army has been within a touchdown 4 of the last 5 games, trying to beat their rival in front of the new Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump, at the game today. First quarter, midshipman on the move. It's Sean White up the middle. He fumbles, and the Black Knights are going to recover early on. Good start for an Army team. Later in the first, no score. Andrew Davidson bowls forward for the 1-yard touchdown, and Army takes the lead. The second quarter, same score. It's a familiar look here. Davidson again from the 1-yard line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Army up 2 touchdowns on their rival. And then later on, before the half, Navy trying to get some points on the board. Quarterback Zach Abey in his first start is intercepted by the Black Knights defense. Heck of a start for Army, and they hold off a second half surge to win their first rivalry game in 14 years. 21-17, your final. And later tonight, we'll find out who's the best player in college football. Clemson quarterback Deshaun Watson returns to New York for his second straight Heisman Trophy ceremony, but he's the only one. The other 4 finalists are Michigan's Jabril Peppers, a linebacker, Louisville quarterback, and South Florida native Lamar Jackson, and 2 players from Oklahoma, quarterback Baker Mayfield and receiver Dede Westbrook. Experts believe Lamar Jackson's 51 touchdown season with the Cardinals makes him the frontrunner.
It would mean a lot. You know, me being the first person from Florida or even the University of Louisville would be great for me. You know, it still haven't hit me yet, just being here. Well, I'm just going along with it.
2 of the 4 schools represented, Clemson and Louisville, have never had a Heisman winner. The ceremony starts at 8 o'clock. In Texas, cheerleaders from all over the state converged on one town to show support for a cheerleading squad still healing from a tragedy. 1 week ago, the Ira Ann cheerleading team was involved in a school bus crash that killed their sponsor and hospitalized several others. Last night, the girls returning to the sideline for a home game, while cheer squads from across Texas came to help them cheer on their football team and show support. Teams also sold shirts and bracelets to raise money for medical expenses.
It's overwhelming seeing all the support we're getting from all these different towns. It's really amazing. It took my breath away. This is not at all anything like I had expected.
And to top it all off, Ira Ann won their football game at home on Friday night. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC 7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC 7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community. On the next Black Almanac.
Even as we extend our congratulations to President-elect Donald Trump, we cannot help but bluntly note that the 2016 campaign has regularized racism, standardized anti-Semitism, exceptionalized xenophobia, and mainstreamed misogyny. Voter suppression is rampant and routine.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow. to learn, to belong. A place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
The host of Sunday's Critics' Choice Awards is in hot water. Comedian T.J. Miller, who also stars in the recently released movie Office Christmas Party, was arrested after a driver accused him of battery. Miller also stars in the HBO comedy Silicon Valley. Los Angeles police still have not released details on exactly what happened between Miller and another driver around 1 a.m. on Friday. A spokesperson for the award show says Miller will remain their host on Sunday. So, Wendy, we got a little taste of winter, and now it's gone.
And that was gone. Yeah, it's over.
That's it.
If you want to have winter, you've got to go north. Because take a look at these temperatures. That does not say winter to me.
No, it does not. All right, we welcome warm. We go somewhere else for cold.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.